I'm not the kind of YouTuber that tests out a recipe before she tries it on camera. Oh wow. Good morning, Fearless fam. My morning is not going quite to plan. I didn't go to bed for some reason until like 1:30 last night, and then Abe woke me up at 7 a.m. because he had to go to the bathroom. So I couldn't fall back asleep. I actually got up, made coffee, had breakfast, did a load of dishes, edited a video, and then I went back to sleep. And I just woke up, and it is about 12:30. So now I'm gonna go drive downtown to go meet up with my friend for lunch. Abe is very upset. And then when I come back, him and I are gonna go on a really long forest walk. We're gonna go on a long trail that I used to bike all the time. So he'll really enjoy that, I think. I was like, I'm gonna get so much stuff done, and then I ended up falling asleep. I have no explanation, but I gotta go, or else I'm gonna be extra late instead of just extra late. These are a size small nachos. What does the large look like? 2 plates? Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are, yeah, this is a small order of nachos. I was like, they're your lunch, why are you getting a small? And then this came out, I'm like, okay, that explains it. This is why other countries think America's fat. Why America is fat. Okay, so I just got back from lunch, and Abe was really sad when I left, and I think he's gonna be super excited, so I'm gonna get his reaction. Hi! Hello! So excited! Look, I got French fries! Oh, hi! You got a French fry? You're such a good boy. It's time for another walk. I don't know what the whole thing is with dogs on and off leash though around here anymore, because I know it used to be totally fine to have your dog off leash. Now there's like signs saying that you can't have them off leash, but I know like my parents let them off, so you gotta poop. I appreciate that you always go into the bushes, Abe. I love how these woods smell like super fresh. They smell like dirt and leaves and wood, and just smells like so clean. I love it. I grew up like not just playing in these woods when I was a kid, but like when I got older, I used to go for like walks, runs, bike rides. Like this is like my gym basically. And if I was like not in a good mood, I'd come for a good walk in this woods and I'd feel better. Something about nature. So there's a lot of like memories in here, and then I pretty much know it like the back of my hand. You could drop me just about anywhere in here and I would find my way home. I'll look up how big these woods are. I don't actually know. I'll put it on the screen so you can see. They're not small. I mean, as you can tell, these trees are old and it's a pretty decent sized area. I just grew up going in here, so for me, I'm like, I know exactly where to turn for different like length walks and all that. So yesterday we went and it's a slightly different like short kind of a walk, and today we're going on a longer one, and it's a pretty wide trail. I love biking in these woods, especially this part that I'm walking right now. Like all the tree roots make it super fun. It kind of became a game. It's like a video game almost, but like real life. And I really want to like get footage of biking in these woods too. I'm going to. I just haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it yet, because I accidentally left my bike mount for the GoPro on my bike in Beijing. Oops. So one time I was biking down this trail, and I guess I just misjudged it, and my finger like was on the bike handlebar and it hit this tree, which definitely hurt really bad. But then it made me like fling around, and then I hit this tree with my leg, and then I landed like over there somewhere. It hurt. I actually got on my bike and kept riding after that for some reason, and then I got to the point where, because it was really cold and there was like a lot of adrenaline, so I was just like, it's probably fine. And then all of a sudden my finger started hurting so bad, and it was like purple and bruised, and so then I went home after that. He's very unsure. Come on, let's go. I'm guessing he doesn't go on this trail with my parents very much, because he's like really freaked out. Abe is passed out on me and he keeps farting, and it's awful. This is not a blame it on the dog situation. This is the dog definitely farted and it smells like dog fart situation. So I'm about to push him off of me and start cooking. I am going to make a roasted cauliflower soup with lemon and rosemary. Sounds so fancy. And it's from a website called The First Mess. Of course I found it on Pinterest. Where else do we find it? So it basically involves roasting veggies and then blending it together with vegetable stock and then letting the whole thing simmer. and then topping it with stuff. But I didn't really buy any toppings, so there might not be any toppings involved. But I'm gonna have that and a wrap for dinner tonight, so it'll be really yummy. And I'm gonna watch a really embarrassing show. I'm gonna watch Ginger Duggar's wedding. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already probably seen tweets about it, because I'm planning on popping open my beer, turning on the TV, the episode starts at 8, and doing some live tweeting. Yeah. Testing out the tripod. Hello, welcome to my next cooking show. I'm not gonna be drunk for this one either. What you need. By the way, this is a vegan recipe. Cauliflower, potatoes, a lemon, and I was supposed to just get rosemary, but I went for a mixture of rosemary, sage, and thyme because it sounded really yummy. Garlic, I have an onion. It actually calls for 2 onions, but I only have 1. And then I'm gonna add broccoli, because why not? And then 2 things of vegetable broth. Yeah, let's do it. First up, raid your mother's kitchen supplies. You're gonna need a 9x13 glass baking dish, a knife. Look how dinky this knife looks compared to the one I've been using. And a cutting board, of course. It's like I got professional lighting up here. Look at that. Ooh, I am going to cut the core out of the cauliflower without killing myself. I don't know if it's clear to you, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never made this soup before, just full disclosure. I'm not the kind of YouTuber that tests out a recipe before she tries it on camera. It's been so long since I worked with cauliflower that looked like this. The Chinese cauliflower is so different. It's like, they have this kind of cauliflower too, but the cauliflower they have, the main one, is that one that's like got the green stalks and it's more spread out. It's just a different variety, just depends on how you grow it really. Cauliflower with no core. I'm supposed to chop it now into rough florets. That looks like a rough floret, and then you toss it in. Wait, do I need to oil this first? Nope. Okay, don't oil it. Don't oil it. I think I'm gonna make them kind of smaller, just to be sure that it all cooks, because that's gonna be more important than having like a good cauliflower texture, because these are gonna roast for like an hour. If this soup sucks, I'm sorry. You probably know if it's terrible if the title is something about a recipe fail. I've got my dog distracted right now with a rawhide. Worked pretty well. Oops, I even got cauliflower on my laptop. That's how committed I am. Okay, now I'm gonna do this to the onion, broccoli, and potatoes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the leaves off the rosemary. I'm just gonna kind of rip them off. And then I'm gonna chop them up really finely and throw them in the pan that's going in the oven to roast. Okay, so I also have some thyme that I'm putting in there, and I'm just like pulling it off the stems. And I have what I think is sage, maybe? So I'm just chopping up a few leaves, only like 6 probably. I don't want to make it like crazy herby because then it'll just be too much. So I'm just going to put this last little bit in here and then probably save the rest for a different recipe. Who knows when that'll happen. It says to liberally salt the vegetables, and I know it's probably to get the water out. It says liberally. And I got low sodium, don't be alarmed by the amount of salt. I got low sodium vegetable broth to mix this with. And then season with black pepper to taste. Then I am also going to roast some garlic. For that, what I did is I took 3 cloves of garlic and cut the tops off of it. So you do lose a little garlic, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna put oil on here and kind of rub it in, make sure it gets down in the cracks and stuff. And then I'm gonna wrap these in foil and put them in here after I've already mixed all this with the salt, pepper, and the oil. It's gonna bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour. So I'm gonna eat a snack. How good does this look? This is the Laurelwood Brewing Company Organic Portland Roasting Coffee Espresso Stout. God, that's good. I love coffee. This is really freaking good. Basically, I have all the roasted veggies in the oven right now. Over here, I have half a lemon, pepper, and salt. When the veggies are done, I'm gonna pick out the garlic, then squeeze a lemon over the whole thing, and then drop the lemon rind in there, mix it all up, and then let it sit for a little bit. And then once they're cool enough, I'm gonna mix it with 1.5 of these guys in the blender. So I'm just gonna be blending chunks of it at a time. Then it's gonna go in this soup pot and cook on medium heat until it starts to boil. I think squeezing roasted garlic out of the bulb is probably one of the most satisfying things in this world. Okay, wow, this soup is taking forever. It is pretty much ready. It's starting to like bubble up. I ended up adding some almond milk and a bunch of nutritional yeast and extra salt and pepper. This is just a lot. Oh, and I added a lot of extra vegetable stock after I like blended everything up. Tastes really good. How big was our kitchen in comparison to this? This kitchen is so pretty. Ugh, this is dream kitchen. Yes, this looks so good. I put some crispy onions on it and some fresh sage, and then I have a piece of naan on the side. Thanks for watching today, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.